ได้นะ
So okay, we talk. Do you look at camera or we talk with each other? Like a what?
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
I think freestyle we can like our eyes here and then here.
Okay. So sometimes there, sometimes
yes.
Okay.
เพื่อนครับมาครับผมกับแอสเป้นะครับวันนี้เราอยู่กับเจ้าของร้านครับคุณจอห์นชุงนะครับจอห์น can you speak Thai
สวัสดีครับ
ชื่อจอห์นนะครับ if you speak Thai we will interview you in Thai ได้ That's kidding so we are going to run through this session in English this is our first time คุณเป้talking in English in this channel
speak English
yeah so like John like can you like introduce like yourself and about like share us about the story of this store like Mason&Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is John, and I'm the owner of Mason&Smith. We were established in 2013, and we started off with shoe shining on the chair, doing pop-ups, and then we slowly developed the brand to start to offer repair services. Right now, we are also selling some shoes. So, in short, in summary, we grew from a very small, humble beginning to a full-fledged flagship store providing shoe shine services, shoe repair services, and the retail of shoes.
Yes. Okay, like a full service of like everything about shoes.
Yes, I think not just about shoes. Also, in the past few years, we've gone on to do like bags, anything that's related to leather. Restoration, repair, things like this. Those are the things that we can do as well.
Okay. So, and why shoes, John? Like, maybe you know, like because it is like the classic shoe. Why you choose like classic shoes?
Well, because in 2013, I was adventurous, feeling very young, and then I was traveling around the region across Southeast Asia. Backpacking trip. So it was like 40 days, and I traveled to places like Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Phnom Thani, Pattaya, and then end up in China. So I was passing by the area between Cambodia and Thai. They have a border. I think it's called Rong Kleur. Yeah. So there's a lot of like vintage goods. I think it's huge for second-hand shoes or like bags or sneakers and things like this. So that's the first time that I saw there was so many like second-hand shoes, and I thought to myself like, okay, maybe I should, go buy some shoes, and then maybe I could start a small business selling shoes in Singapore. So I went to Rong Kleur and I buy some shoes and bring it back to Singapore, hoping to sell. And during the process, I had to learn how to clean the shoes. And over a few weeks, I started to learn a little bit by little bit. And then after a few months, I started to realize that actually it's a very interesting and magical item or object, because some of these shoes are very old. They've been used for like 10 years, 20 years, and the moment you polish it and restore it, it could actually, look nice again, new again. So I find that the property of the shoe is very interesting to me. So I started to learn more, and the more I learned, the more I fell in love with shoes, and eventually I realized that I could play around with shoes. I could read about shoes all day long. I would be very interested to, go online, watch videos about shoes, and it just get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then eventually I realized that, this is what I really love. Work around shoes, work around leather.
So I can call this like a passion.
Yeah. I started off as a passion, as a hobby. in some ways, but it became a passion. And then it became my career, and now it is my life. It's revolved around like all things related to leather, shoes, etc.
Okay, so like right now, like when you sleep, like you dream about like shoes.
Yeah, probably.
I'm curious, how did you know Rong Kleur in the first place?
Actually, I didn't know anything about Rong Kleur. I just walked past.
Really?
Because I was like I had to go to Cambodia, right? But I didn't want to fly the airplane, so I took the bus to the border. I think that's
อะไรในประเทศ
yeah somewhere near the border, and then they told me there's a checkpoint in that area. So I said, okay, fine, I'll take the bus and go to Phnom Penh or like Siem Reap or something like that. So I had to cross that area, and then eventually I found Rongkleur while I was crossing. So it's kind of like accident in some ways. I didn't really plan for it.
This is so surprised because not many people like know this place.
Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised because the place is huge. If you go to Google Map, you see it is, I think like 7 or 8 football fields big. You know, that particular area.
And the name of this store, like this store you come up with, like Mason and Smith. Can you tell us about this name? Like
It should be John and Ash.
what's the name is John Chung and yeah, why Mason and Smith name? Why? How did you come with this name?
Yeah, so I as I was, you know, working with shoes and learning about shoes, I wanted to sell secondhand shoes. So I bought some of the shoes back, and then I thought to myself, okay, maybe it's time for me to kind of make a brand name. If not, how am I going to introduce to myself to people when I see them? You know, I went online, I had a look and studied a little bit about, you know, craftsmanship, some words for, you know, people in specialized occupation. So the reason why I came out with Mason and Smith is because Mason represents a person that's specialized in a particular occupation, and Smith represents somebody who's really good at a particular field or industry. Masonry work represents, you know, people who are typically in the past working with stones. Yeah, you know, hacking stones and things like this. And Smith represented something that had some craftsmanship quality to it. So things like blacksmith, goldsmith, silversmith, they're all like very specialized in a particular area. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to create or develop a brand that was revolving around craftsmanship, quality, and also something that allowed us to specialize in a particular area. So in this instance, it is shoes and leather shoes. So that's why I came out, okay, Mason and Smith. And when I was reading the name to myself, I tested out, I asked my friends, and then it just kind of really stayed in there because it's easy to pronounce, it's easy to speak, and it's catchy.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, let's just try Mason and Smith. Yeah, so that's the reason why we came out with the name.
Yeah, because at first me and Pei and okay, also my wife thought that it's like a French name, like
Yeah.
so like Maison.
Yeah. Mason. I think like Mason is with an I. And Mason is like kind of from an old English word. Mason represents, I think, like workshop or atelier. Yeah, and then Mason is like masonry work, you know, working with stones and things like this.
Yeah. Okay. And this one, yeah, Pei. No, this one, this gold medal. Yeah, that we know that John like got this medal. Pei. ต่อมาต่อ
โอ้ใหญ่นะ
So John, can you tell us like because we saw this medal,
Yeah.
cool and interesting. Can you share us about like this medal or your hobby like shoe shining?
Yeah.
How did you come up with this one?
Yeah, I mean, actually I was learning shoemaking, and I mean, I wanted to study more about shoes, right? So I went to Japan and Hong Kong to learn all about shoes from a few shoemakers. And then while I was in Japan, I saw a competition, and it was shoe shining. I think that was the first or second year that they introduced the shoe shining competition. I thought to myself, oh, it happens to be something that I really enjoy. Why don't I go and try the competition? So in 2018, I went to London to compete, and then I won it. And in 2022, this medal is for the 2020 18, man. No, this one is, sorry, it's 18 is that one?
Oh, 18.
Yeah, you want to take that one? This one is 2022. Yeah, okay. This one is 22. This one is 18. Yeah. Okay, so in 2018 I joined the competition for the World Championship in shoe shining. I think it was the first or second year that they started this competition, and I just wanted to try it. to see how good I was. So I went to the finals and managed to get first prize. And then this particular medal here that you see is for 2022. So last year. And we worked really hard for it because we wanted to get both the medals. And Ash managed to get in the finals and managed to win first place as well. Yeah. So that's how we got two of these.
How long does it take to like practice to be like a pro, like a master, like in shoe shining?
I think
it's not that easy, like to do this kind of thing.
Yeah. I think before this, I have already started shoe shining maybe like 4 years or so, about 4 years. So I didn't expect myself to win it, and I didn't expect to have such like a competition. All I thought it was just occupation or career that I really very interested in. But then after 4 or 5 years, and trying to become good at what I do, I just kept practicing, and then before the competition, of course, I just practice every day, and I would say it probably takes about like 3 to 4 years before you're really very good. You can do all leathers, all types of shoes, all types of bags, etc.
Good pay would like to do some competition.
Oh sure.
So you can be like master.
Yeah. You can join. You can join the competition this year.
Okay.
So do you have any plan for the masonandsmith in 2023?
Yeah, 2023 we do want to continue doing shoes, a lot more shoes. I know, be it like trunk shoes, ready to wear or made to order, working with various different shoemakers. But I think another area that we also want to explore is like apparel, clothing, menswear, clothing, because actually we do wear a lot of these items ourselves, and we use it often, and we often have a lot of friends who are interested in both shoes and clothing. So I think it makes sense to kind of, provide them with some options for apparel, ready to wear, maybe trunk shoes with some tailors, etc.
Do you have any plan to expand the business in our hometown?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a long time, and we have been researching and we have been studying, and we hope in the future there will be an opportunity. But for now, we will continue to grow locally first, and then probably explore overseas market. Continue to explore overseas market in the next few years. So don't worry, we will come to Bangkok more often.
Yeah, because you always like go to like a Som Chai, right? Do like a shoe shining.
Yes. So we have a pop-up with the Som Chai every 4-5 months, I think. And it's really good because we already have some existing Thai clients in Bangkok. So they're very supportive and very helpful. So we hope to continue the relationship with Som Chai and some of our existing clients in Bangkok.
Okay, good John. Like one last question about like any words to say to like Thai subscriber who subscribe with our channel about like who plans to visit Singapore or your store, or maybe who interested in shoes. You want to say?
Well, actually, we are very lucky to have met quite a few like Thai customers, and then actually we do see some of them visiting our store. So to some of the clients out there, if you ever make a trip to Singapore, please feel free to come and visit, because you don't have to be obligated to buy anything. What we want to do is we want to share with you, our love for shoes. And at the same time, you're able to see many other craftsmen and artisanal work in this space. So in fact, we are trying to encourage people to appreciate like craftsmanship at the highest quality. So feel free anytime. We're open 7 days a week. And if you ever are in Singapore, we welcome you to our store. So thank you very much.
We also thank you to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Come to like do some shooting here.
Yes, no problem. It's my pleasure.
And do some interview session with you. So much like appreciate.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can you speak after me?
Okay.
ถ้าคุณชอบคลิปนี้
ถ้าคุณชอบเก็บนี้
กูด
ก็ดีมั้ง
ดีเลยฝากกดไลค์
ฝากกดไลค์
กดแชร์
กดแชร์
กด subscribe
กด subscribe
เป็นกำลังใจ
เป็นกำลังใจ
ให้ซินเดียร์โปรเจกต์ด้วย
ให้ Signore Closet อะไร I know what this mean what the last part
ด้วย
อ๋อด้วย
คลิปนี้ผมขอลาไปก่อน
คลิปนี้ผม
ขอลาไปก่อน
ขอลาไปก่อน
ขอลา no notลาไลน์เซ็กซ์
for
คลิปนี้
คลิปนี้
ผมขอลา
ผมขอลา
เจอกันใหม่
เจอกันใหม่
คลิปหน้า
คลิปหน้า
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ